Hey YouTube, Brian LCS. Thanks for stopping by the channel and this video, Terrificon recap. So stay tuned to see all of the books I picked up at a recent con.
You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who's down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who down with LCS?
Hey YouTube, welcome back. So I just got back from Terrificon, a comic book con up in Connecticut at the Mohegan Sun Casino. It was this past Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Terrificon sticker. Had a great time. Only was there for a day. Went up, drove up. The con started at midday Friday. Drove up Friday morning. Con went to about 8 o'clock, stayed, hung out. Bought a bunch of books, as you can see in the stack, and we'll get to those in a minute. But wanted to highlight some of the community members that I was able to finally meet. Bearded Comic Bro, Actual Dracula, Comic Ozzi, Three Men in the Basement, Known Good Comics, I know Big Lion Cat, The Butcher from Pressable Defects, Newbie Comics was there. Very Gary was a vendor. He was there, selling books. So just very cool. Three Men in the Basement had a nice. They were a vendor as well. They had a little table set up, and it was they were kind of the hangout spot. A lot of people were hanging, at least for the day that I was there. I know a bunch of the guys got together in the evening. I was driving home and didn't want to go, grab a beer or anything like that because I was driving. So, but just great to get together with the community. And so they, it's just it adds to the con experience, right? You're there to, or at least for me, I was there to pick up some certain books, but then to meet with the community is just was just great, to kind of finally shake somebody's hand and chat with them for a little, a couple minutes, as compared to being on a live stream with them, to see them in person and, like I said, hang out and chat. Very cool. And Big Lion Cat 646, and his link's down below. Everybody's link that I mentioned will be down below. So if you're not familiar with their channel, please go check them out. Great group of guys, just supportive community members, and really, it was just really fun to meet everybody. But Big Lion Cat 646 was doing a giveaway for anybody who was going to the con, and I had entered and I won. So this is what I won: a Lego 66, Batmobile. Just awesome. So that's definitely something that I will be building in the future. But what an awesome prize. And his goal with his giveaway was that you had to be going to the con so that he could see you in person and, shake your hand and hand off the prize to you. So just really cool. And I got to hang with him for a while. Just a really nice guy, a fellow Met fan. So a good guy in my book. It was just great. It was just a great time. And let's take a look. I shot some video. A very good con. Probably about 20, I would guess about 25 comic book vendors. A lot of other, vendors, pops and prints and things like that. A number of artists were there as well. John Romita Jr. was there. He was the big draw. A lot of people at his booth. So you'll see it in some of the video that I shot. So here, let's take a look at the con, and then we'll go over the books I picked up. So yeah, as you can see within the video, wasn't too crowded. Like I said, I got there first thing on Friday. I would expect that the con would be more crowded, on Saturday and Sunday. More people. I did see a lot of people coming in, families coming in, with their couple kids there. So my guess is that Friday and Saturday would be much busier days compared to the first day on Friday. So I was glad I was able to kind of get in there on Friday and look around. Um, so let's go over the books. And I think I didn't. So one of the first books I picked up was Spider-Man 110. And I don't have it in my stack for some reason. I must. But that's the first appearance of the Gibbon. So I'm officially part of the Gibbon gang now. I own Amazing Spider-Man number 110. But I specifically um, went to the con looking for some Miles Morales books. I am trying to fill some of the early runs of Miles Morales. For me, as a Spider-Man fan, I want to be able to collect Miles as well. Peter Parker's always been my guy, Spider-Man, but Miles Morales, really the newer Spider-Man, I really want to collect his books. I think for a couple reasons. One, I want to learn and read more about his history because I haven't really read much Miles. But also too, from a speculation standpoint, is I think in like Spider-Man was when I was young. I think Miles is going to have that long history like Peter Parker, and I want to get these books because I'm not sure what the print run is on some of those early series, and I think over time, like Amazing Spider-Man, Miles books will increase in value. We've already seen it in Ultimate Fallout 4. It's a big book already, so I think having some complete runs of the Miles series that have been out over the years, I think will be important. I think they're going to be hard to find over time, and I'm grabbing them now because the price is inexpensive compared to what I think they will be in the future. Um, so this is from the current series. I didn't rebag and board any of these books. I did not pay $40 for this. So this is Miles Morales Spider-Man number one. This is a fourth print, but this is from the current series that started in 2018. Just great rhino cover. So I worked with this dealer, and like I said, I think I paid less than half for this, maybe $18 for this book. And I think there's been some, this book has been heating up. I don't know because it is a fourth print. Maybe there is, not. I don't know what the printing count was on it. So, was happy to pick this up for a good price. And then from that same vendor, I picked up. Now this is unrelated to Miles, but the Rise of Kylo Ren number one. There's been some rumors out there that we could get a Kylo Ren series on Disney Plus. Who knows? But this is, I believe, a 4 series, little mini series. So I believe I have books 2 and 3. So went ahead and picked that up as well. This was another run filler. So amazing. This is Spider-Man number 2. So this is a 5-issue series. I have issues 1, 3, 4, and 5. So this was just to complete that series. This is a Miles Morales and Peter Parker, kind of crossover series. So wanted to complete that. And I think I did pay $10 for this. I did see a number of copies. Some other vendors had this for even higher, $15, $20. That was the least expensive copy that I could find in really good shape. So that's why I went ahead and picked that up. And then now, like I said, I've been trying to pick up some Ultimate Comics, All New Spider-Man. This is his first series. So after Ultimate Fallout, this was the first series that Miles was published in. So this is issue number 2. And I picked up issue 3. This is issue 4. It's a great cover. Issue 6. Issue 7. Issue 11. This is 17. Issue 13. So those were all of the Ultimate Comics that I picked up. I believe I have about 5 more to complete this run. This is, I believe, a 28, 29 issue series. So closing on completing that run. So excited about that. Picked up, now this is another book from the current Miles Morales run. Not Amazing Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man number 5. And I know this book has some spec. This is listed for $35. Did not pay that. Did, talk to the guy. Actually, where I bought this from was it's an actual local shop to me, about 15, 20 minutes away, but they were there. So I mentioned, said, hey, I shop at your shop. And so he gave me a deal. I think I ended up paying like 28 for this book. So he gave me, gave me a little bit of a break. So, one of the things I would say, if you're at a con, don't be afraid to haggle a little, because some dealers will work with you, others will not. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 3. This is from March of 1999. This is my son and daughter's birthday book. So this is why I picked that cover up. I want to pick up so I have, my son and daughter are twins, and so I have to pick up another copy, but I definitely want to, I'm into collecting Spider-Man birthday books for the family. So saw this for a good price. I think I paid $5 for this, $4 or $5. Cover on this is, cover on it it was $2. So I paid a little bit more than cover, but great book in good shape, and just a birthday book that I wanted to add to the PC. And then the rest of the books are kind of random. Spider-Man and Miles Morales Spider-Man and Moon Girl number 1. Just thought that was a cool variant cover with Moon Girl. So pick that up. Amazing Spider-Man number 253. This is the first appearance of the Rose. I think I paid $4 for this book. So pick that up. I'm eventually going to be working on an Amazing Spider-Man run, trying to complete that. Who knows if I'll do that. Some of those 1 to 100 books are just incredibly pricey. But figured this is not a bad place to just pick up a book. The Rose, who knows, with Disney Plus and things we could see. But not so much from a speculation standpoint, but, as a Spider-Man fan. Darth Vader number 6. This was another run filler book that I needed. And I did have another Miles. Must have misplaced that. So Miles Ultimate Comics all new Spider-Man number 16. So that was it. That was the haul. I definitely went with a budget, a certain amount of money that I had to spend, and did not go over that. Whatever, I just brought cash with me and spent that. That way I just stayed within budget and didn't go over budget. And then, like I said, the other thing I would mention is definitely don't be afraid to talk to the vendor, to the owner of the booth, and see if they're willing to work with you on price. Did that several times, and most of them were very were happy to knock off a couple bucks here and there. Was able to save some money. I did notice that a lot of the books, some of the books were overpriced. Some of the wall books definitely did seem like they were going priced higher than what they're going for. And I don't know if that's a tactic by the vendors, say, hey, maybe somebody will bite at that price, or maybe it gives me some wiggle room if somebody's haggling with me. So just something. And then the other thing I noticed was that a number of the vendors really didn't have, some of them were very unorganized, which was surprising. It's the first time I've been to a con in a couple years, but I did notice that some vendors were just very unorganized. Like I said, I was hunting for Miles books. I would ask the vendor, hey, do you have any Miles Morales books? And some would lump them in with other Spider-Man books. Some had a Miles Morales section. Some just had them in the M section, like a general M. And some just didn't have their books sorted at all, and were like, oh, I think it's in that box over there, if I have any. So it was very kind of hit or miss. So, very quickly I realized, let me just ask the vendor and then he can point me in the direction, save me some time of digging, because I was very, specific on what I was looking for. Um, and some guys were just like, there was one or two vendors that just like hardly looked at me and just were like, no, I don't have any, which is fine. I mean, I understand that they may not have the books, but what I was more surprised about was their approach. Like, if I'm a vendor and I'm trying to sell something, I gotta up my customer service game a little bit, and make it look like I'm interested in selling you some books. So, just thought it was interesting. A very kind of wide variety of approaches that I saw from the vendors, and organization. Wide variety. Some were just very well organized, others were not. So, who knows? Just something I observed and figured I'd mention. So, but that was it. That was Terrificon. I will definitely go back. Had a great time. Had a great time, like I said, meeting some of the community members. Digging through bins, picking up some great books, winning a prize from Big Lion Cat. So I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. And let me know. Let me know what you thought. What you thought of the floor. What you thought of the books I picked up. Or, just let me know something in the comments down below. But thanks for watching.